What I wanted to talk to you today about was field of view. Not so much just regular telescopes, but field of view. Now what is field of view? Field of view is how wide you can see in the image. It's the same magnification, so you're not increasing magnification, but you can have a little field of view and you can have a big field of view. It's how big the window is, if you like. Now when you buy a telescope, and I'm not talking about, a $10,000 awesome super telescope, but when you buy like a basic telescope that the majority of us are going to buy, you're going to get a lot of these little tiny guys right here. Dime a dozen, these little small lenses. A lot of them are little Kellner lenses and stuff like that. You get a 20 millimeter and a 10 millimeter and this worthless 6 millimeter. And these guys have usually anywhere from like a 40 to maybe a 50 degree field of view. That's not that much. You've probably looked through a telescope before and seen a little tiny hole where there should be like space. My purpose here is to suggest that you should get something like this. Does not have to be Celestron, does not have to be, I just buy all Celestron, alright? It looks like I'm just loaded with nothing but Celestron, but that's literally all I buy. There are a lot of other lens companies out there that make some really good stuff. I'll put links to them in the details below. So like any one of them are good. There's a bunch of companies that make these things. And these eyepieces, this really complicated, nice looking eyepiece, have much wider degrees of field of view. For example, this guy right here has an 82 degree field of view. And I want you to look literally through the telescope with me, which we'll do in just a second, and see the difference. Because this is cool. With this, it feels like you have a completely new telescope. It's like totally different. You actually will appreciate looking up at the sky with this thing. And even better with my other telescope I showed you a second ago. Much better with that one. So the bigger the telescope, the better the experience will be. And when you buy these things, the cheapest you're going to get are usually going to be about $60 or $70. This guy right here goes for about $100 or so. And these things can be thousands depending on what you get. I've been seeing recently a 32 millimeter that has a, what does it have, 100 and something degree field of view, and oh my god, I just want to drool when I look at the thing. So when you get one of these guys right here, you just kind of move this out of the way. Oops. Inside you end up with the eyepiece. This right here, by the way, for all of you who care, is an 82 degree field of view, 7 millimeter. The one I showed you a minute ago is 15 millimeter, and it has nice little rubber rings on it. You can twist this to increase the little eye guard here to keep the light out of your eyes and so on when you're looking. And really good quality lenses like these, and not, like I said, not just Celestron, any of the good brand high quality lenses, they're really nice because first off, the optics are really good. Second off, I can focus with this, then switch to this, and I don't really have to change focus very much. They're designed to be that way. My cat's running around by the camera going bananas. He's so excited by lenses. And also, it's kind of funny. This and this are exactly the same magnification. This is a 15 millimeter lens. This is a 15 millimeter lens. There's a slight difference between these two. Ever so slight difference. So let me show you what that difference is. Alrighty, as you can see, my cat is here with me. Drist. Good. Lab assistant Drist is standing by. First up on the list, we're going to take a 15 millimeter lens that has about a 40, 45, somewhere around there degree field of view. And we're going to look at my Hatsune Miku action figure, which is all the way across the room, probably 30 feet away. So let's screw that on, and let's take a peek. Alrighty, pull that off. Now, let's see here. The same exact thing, exactly the same, but with the 82 degree field of view from the big, heavy lens. It's so heavy that if I let it go, the telescope almost falls forwards. Like, you have to be careful that it doesn't fall forwards. Alright. Let's take that off. Now, I have a 7mm lens here I'm going to show you. So I'm going to try to use the 6mm lens to give you sort of an idea, because I actually don't have a 7mm lens that's like this. There's a little lens cap on it. This thing's basically useless. I don't even know if I can see the target with this. Let's take a look. Alrighty, there goes the cat. He's observing for safety purposes. Good boy. You make sure everything stays safe. That's his job, by the way, too. He's in charge of safety in the laboratory. Alright, now let's swap these guys out and see. This is a little bit less magnification by 1mm, so I know it's a little apples and oranges. The first one was exact, but I still kind of want to give you an idea. It's pretty darn close. First one, the one you just saw was a 6mm. This was a 7mm. Again, the telescope almost wants to fall over. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. So I trust you now see the difference between this lens and this lens. And by the way, like I keep saying, it doesn't have to be a Celestron. There's a lot of really good ones, and I'm going to detail some of them below in the details section. But let me just warn you, they can be a bit pricey. I would suggest getting one, 15, 20mm, somewhere in there, and take a look through that. Then decide if you want to get a couple more. And be really careful as you think about buying them, because, I mean, unless you just have huge amounts of money to throw away, because you can really spend a lot of money really fast, especially if you have Amazon Prime like I do. So anyhow, tell me what you think, and I'll just leave you with a few bonus photographs.